Hi guys.
Hi guys.
This is Mason, my daughter, and she is here to read with me today. So we are going to work our way through Magic Tree House. This is Hour of the Olympics. You guys can do your assignment with this book with my reading, or if you have your own Magic Tree House book at home, you are welcome to read it as well. So I'm going to read a couple of chapters at a time because I don't think I can video the whole book all at once. And I don't think Mason can sit still for the entire book. But we are going to do our best, okay? All right, chapter 1. What are you doing? Just one more. You awake? Annie's voice came out of the dark. Yep, said Jack from his bed. Get up, said Annie. We have to get to the treehouse before sunrise. I'm ready, said Jack. He threw back his covers and jumped out of bed. He was wearing his jeans and t-shirt. You slept in your clothes? Asked Annie. I didn't want to waste any time, said Jack. He pulled on his backpack. Annie laughed. You must be really excited about going to ancient Greece, she said. Yep, said Jack. Do you have your secret library card? Asked Annie. Yeah, do you? Said Jack. Sure, put it in your book bag, she said. She handed her card to him. I'll carry the flashlight. All set, said Jack. They tiptoed downstairs and out the door. Outside, the air was fresh and cool. There's no moon, said Annie, just stars. She turned on her flashlight. Ta-da! Let's go. They followed the beam of light across their yard and up the street. Jack was thrilled to be going to ancient Greece, but something worried him. What do you think will happen after we go to Greece? He asked. Is this our last mission ever? Oh, I hope not, said Annie. What do you think? I don't know. Let's ask Morgan, said Jack. Hurry, said Annie. They started running. The flashlight beam flew in front of them, lighting the way. They slowed to a crawl. Then, when they got to the Broad Creek woods, the thick woods were pitch black. Stop. Annie shined the flashlight upward as they walked between the trees. Finally, they found the magic tree house. They found the magic tree house. We're here, Annie called. Go on up, said Jack. Annie grabbed the rope ladder and started up. Jack followed. Annie shined the flashlight around the treehouse. Morgan Le Fay was sitting at the window. She covered her eyes when the light hit her face. Turn off the light, please, Annie, she said softly. Annie turned it off. Welcome, said Morgan in the dark. Are you ready for your next mission? Yes, said Annie. Then her voice got quiet. This isn't our last one ever, is it? Ask me that question after this mission, said Morgan. You want to go on more? Or we want to go on more, said Jack. You're very brave to say that, said Morgan. You've had 3 very hard journeys as master librarians. Oh, they weren't so hard, said Jack. You risked your life to save the long-lost story of Hercules, said Morgan. It was nothing, said Annie. And the Chinese story of the silk weaver, said Morgan, and the Irish story of the serpent monster Sarf. Thank you. You're welcome, said Jack and Annie. Now, for the last story. You leaving? Okay. Jack heard a rustling sound. Here's the title, Morgan said. You can shine your light on it, Annie. You can go. Annie turned the flashlight back on. She shined it on the paper. Can you guys see the little words? Wow, is that Greek? Asked Jack. It certainly is, said Morgan. He reached into her robe again and pulled out a book. For your research, she said. Jack took the book from her. Annie shined her flashlight on the cover. They read the title, A Day in Ancient Greece. Now, what must you always remember, asked Morgan. Our research book will guide us, said Jack. But in our darkest hour, only the lost story can save us, said Annie. Morgan nodded. And you must show your secret library cards to the wisest person you meet, she said. Don't worry, we will. Bye, said Annie. Jack shivered with excitement as he pointed at the book's cover. I wish we could go there, he said. And I wish we could go on lots of other missions, Annie added. The wind began to blow. The treehouse started to spin. It spun faster and faster. Then everything was silent. Absolutely silent. All right, friends, that's the end of chapter 1. Mason, did you like that story? Go ahead, go to my e-class page, and there is an activity for chapter 1. I think it's write a summary and then illustrate it. All right, I will see you back for chapter 2.